Honestly, it's kind of like a internet username.
Yeah.
I feel like I didn't want to like tie all my art directly to myself, so just like this is my personality that I'm doing on the internet.
Oh yeah,
like kind of like a Zine title.
Yeah, I get that. That's kind of what Daniel Valentine is. Like, I don't want to. It's more of like a character, like on the Sellout Club sort of thing. It's like
I really like
play
the
it up.
Zine title.
Yeah.
Like it's like this is like the title for a catalog of work.
His music sort of like.
Me and Chris have my mom, our mom, and dad both. Our dad listened to a lot of Devo, which I love that. They were some of the earliest adopters of a lot of cool stuff they picked up from Kraftwerk. And so just a lot of cool early electronic stuff that sneaked its way into popular music. My dad listened to them. He listened to a lot of hair metal, which usually incorporated synths. So me and Chris got like a ton of exposure to like synths early on, and my mom listens to a lot of disco. So a lot of, because she used to, she and dad used to like go to like Devo shows and like discos and stuff. Which is like, so we got the, like, kind of a direct influence to both of what we do. Yeah, Chris actually made the backing beat for that. Chris made a Sad Bart's drum line because we were working together in the basement in New Jersey.
I wear all black Vans, got some color faded pics on my Instagram. All goes hand in hand, but no one understands what it's like to be a sad bar. What do you do when no one looks at you? Here I go again, I'm sad bar. What do you do? What do you do?
And Chris was already making, as they're known, hella hits. Hella hits is as they're known. He was showing me how to make hella hits. I just wanted to say that. Chicken salad. Chicken salad.
What?
As an artist, I feel like through all that, like originally I was working on a lot of grid map beat stations when I was doing my first album, and then as I started to learn a lot more about automation and like just had better people around, not better people, but like people who were able to like play like an instrument set, instrument group, or a quartet, or just people who are ready to record like their specific instrument at the master like level. Like I tried to take advantage of that in my second album. And then after that, I just took like everything I learned through the whole thing and anything I recorded for my newest album. So I'm just kind of using all the techniques that I learned, like, and getting some modulars, keys playing in there.
Your last album was very experimental, like with the sound. It was very interesting. It was definitely something I wouldn't normally listen to.
Yeah.
And, you know, diving in head first was just so, you know.
I feel like it's all over the place, which is kind of the point.
Yeah.
Like, the final track is recorded by, it's actually professors from Berkeley.
Just remember to push down.
I'm blanking on their name. a piece I wrote. I have I might release the sheet music for that because I had to give them like high quality sheet music to record it. So like the last song, the Creamsicle Hearts, was recorded by like a very good jam band at Berkeley.
The hands of time are coming. The hands of time are coming. The hands of time are coming. And you can see, clearly see. Someone I take it well. Someone I take it well. Someone I take it well. And the hands of time still coming. But the hands of time still coming. But the hands of time still coming.
Honestly, that one was just me and Nash selecting the best stuff off my computer.
And I can tell it's still mid.
Like trying to build a narrative out of it. Not at all, honestly.
So you completely, because a lot of artists.
It's very chopped off because I just sort of went to the studio like new artists. So it's like, oh, we're doing this now, and this is how you record using like a audio snake to get 8 people actually playing electronic instruments. So like it kind of just the workflow changed so much that I just had to like, oh, we're doing this new thing over here today.
Yeah, so you completely pivoted from what Too Much Digital sounded
Yeah, it's like Nash's style kind of influenced me a lot more. My buddy Nash from Berkeley, he influenced me a lot during that album because he had me working on for the Jabalis, which is an electronic jazz band. Nash runs the actual production of it. Like, but I kind of took a lot of that. Like, I kind of dropped everything for the first one. I feel like Worldwide Strangers was the first time I really got to put electronic and live like elements together pretty well.
Yeah.
I just wanted it to be a collection of very strange, like out there tracks, like making sure to like use these new techniques I've learned to like match these ways I've felt the best. Like Nana Nana Boo Boo is just kind of like an asshole, just like that spite like form and filter. Just like spiteful track.
For sure.
You smell me out in the street. When it hits you, you're going na 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 na. You suck your peels up, bending down on your knees. Just to get a stream and show a stage no one came to see. No one came to see. So get down on your knees and kiss the ring. You take no risks, we can see. I take the piss and still make more than a plug and be your ring. Your shadow boxes clip, you never miss. Plus you see your face.
It's like
he's the jack of
getting to use tools that sound very fitting for that. Trying to put together a collection of like, oh, this the jam band track is like a sadder, kind of groovy electronic track. Like just getting the best fitting stuff for everything. It's got one big Too Much Digital was more fun because like it was just like groove box, like fun little moments of the track. But Worldwide Stranger was a lot more mixing time and like spending time. I actually got it's called a Behringer X Touch, but it's like the budget version of like what they taught us to mix on, and like it was just a lot more time. Like, the knob wasn't perfectly moved down and the volume's a little too loud at this point. And I still think I could do that for another month and still find new things. I'd say Chris is a perfectionist. I'm not. I kind of like put down something, and I'll work a while on it. But if I get like something that gets the idea across, I'm not gonna spend like a month. I'll spend like a month if it's like,
I like your latest. That's good.
Really bad. But like if something works, it's whatever. Like if I get the idea across, and it's like in a way that's meaningful, that's good.
Just couldn't let me be.
Oh, the Jabali's, we're actually going to start doing so. It was strictly like a birthday project, like just with all of our friends who played instruments, like getting together, putting their ideas together to get tracks. But we're actually going to start doing some online, sharing of files and making more electronic influence than before. Because we used a little bit of electronic gear for like effects. So like I think there's a few snare and like stuff from like a synth finisher like Ramble. But like we're gonna continue with that, but moving more electronic.
Yeah, because when I listened to the album that was out, it was very jazz-centric for the most part. It was really cool because, you know, that was obviously so much different than everything else you were working
It
on.
was so fun to record, honestly, because it's just like you got your buddies like all playing.
Yeah.
Like this track that you all wrote together.
Was that, I know you said it was a school project, but how much of that was, like, looser?
4 classes. We just sort of did it after.
Oh.
Yeah.
So was that a very, like a looser thing that you kind of just ran with for a bit?
Nesh was very, he got the Excel sheets out. He like would be like, this is man. Yeah.
And then,
Shout out to Nesh for that. Oh yeah. Oh, we've got plenty.
Say that again.
Oh wait, say that again? Oh my gosh, that just made my head remember something. What?
Do I need to talk now?
we're just asking about how, you know, getting on the Small Brothers came about.
We came up with that in a hotel one time where I was like, we just need to work together. We were trying to figure out what we wanted to do. I was like, what if we just throw our craziest ideas at the wall? You know, because we were kind of both feeling like at the time like limited by what we do. You know, because it's like I'm trying to think of the best way to put it to work. It's like, you know, when you're an artist and you kind of start trying to have to be like yourself, which is the wrong way to think about it. But like you feel like limited, you kind of feel like in a box, like, oh, this is what I can do that people are gonna like. Giggle and the Smile Brothers was the antithesis of that. If we're gonna be authentic and like, you know, very to ourselves. Excuse me, I just burped it because I had a big honey mustard fucking yum sandwich and I eat it a red crab. Giggle and the Smile Brothers was the opposite, where we would try and make like basically reverso bizarro versions of ourselves with like a bunch of bullshit lore that means absolutely nothing, and just call them our freaky cousins who live in our garage. And they have like a uniform. They're trying way too hard. It's super experimental, super fun, just like full, just like balls to the wall, just having a good time. Just wacky. It's supposed to be wacky. It's not like fuck me. I'm gonna say that one more time. Whoa. Fuck me. Y'all know. Yeah, no, which is funny because those guys made that like immediately after we started doing this. Fuck you. What's it called? Giggle and the Smile Brothers was music that's like very technically good. Just everything around it looks fucking insane. Whereas like I've seen other bands like that band that I just mentioned before do it where it's like we're just gonna make dog shit music, and that's our genre, and that's what makes it funny because we're doing it ironically. And I'm like, no, it's just kind of annoying. It burned quick. You know, we want Giggle and the Smile Brothers to be fun. Like think Devo. When you think Giggle and the Smile Brothers, I think Devo's a good example where it's like they have a really goofy, wacky idea. They're very out there, but it works because they're passionate about what they're putting out. The output is always something that they really like. So yeah, I love Giggle and the Smile Brothers. It's like one of my favorite things to work on. Or well, technically like my cousins who live in my garage work on. But yeah, we're working on an EP for that. We're working on like their debut EP, Giggle and the Smile Brothers Save Christmas. That's gonna be coming out on Halloween. Yeah, they save Christmas. All I can say right now,
This is like telling me Santa isn't real. You're telling me they're not real?
645 AR might actually be on the Duel of the Smile Brothers EP. I just want to put that out there. We actually got a verse from him. But it's apparently a verse that a bunch of people have gotten from him because he tried to scam everybody out of a ton of money. We just didn't let him do it after us. Oh yeah, no, we're just putting it on there. So, thanks, 645.
Oh, what's next? We're playing in Atlanta. We're gonna have a ton of fun in Atlanta. We've got plenty of new tracks coming, and they're gonna have tons of fun moments in them, like a beat and a drop.
Well, what's next for you specifically as Emby Matthews after Worldwide Stranger?
I've got some new tracks coming.
Where can people find you? I know you don't need the promotion from us, but
Emby Matthews on Instagram and also Emby Matthews on YouTube, Emby Matthews on TikTok, and also Emby Matthews on Twitter.